The captains are getting set to meet at midfield. Your captains tonight for the Colonels are Jim Holland, Gray Odom, Stuart Nichols, and Will Lang. And the captains for Bio Academy, Riley Smith, Kristen Hayes, Spence Martin, and Cody Black. So the captains going through things at midfield, getting their business taken care of as we get closer to kickoff here in Indianola. The Colonels back at home after 3 of the first 4 this season on the road. I don't know that any group is more excited to be back home than Coach Nestor and his guys.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Had 2 tough road games, and both of them were real good, long trips. Well, Greenville really wasn't that long of a trip, but I guess the anticipation, the build-up for the game, it just seemed like it was forever, I guess. I don't know, but nonetheless.
Well, it could just be you still felt like you were on your way back from Madden the week before.
Yeah, it's very true, too. And I don't know, it was a very nice ride home. I definitely soaked it in, Watson. I know it was a definitely interesting ride over, and definitely love to be riding back victorious to Indianola, Mississippi.
So we've had the coin flip at midfield. It's like Bio Academy won the coin toss, and they will receive. So the Colts will get it first. Bio Academy offense scoring 21.3 points per game this year. They'll be going against the Colonel defense, giving up only 13.3. And what a game this defensive secondary played last week at St. Joe. We talked about Shade Smith a little bit while we were giving out the starting lineups and his 4 pass deflections. There's not just Shade Smith, Gray Odom, William Barrier, Sebastian Harris, Mitchell Pitts. All those guys in the secondary have been having solid seasons for the Colonels. Or a solid season, I should say, for the Colonels.
Yeah, they have. It was really defense last week is what win the ball game. That's what all the coaches always say, and it definitely won it last week. It really set the tone for the game. Indianola Academy just had that bend but don't break mentality, did an excellent job there of just staying focused, remain focused, and kept fighting and got real gritty there. It was definitely some licks being passed on that field, some snot pops, and those guys were just blow by blow back and forth with each other. It was definitely a great game to watch last week.
And when the Colonels have the ball, they'll be putting an offense on the field, scoring 30.5 points per game, averaging 357 yards per game, 262 on the ground, 95 through the air. And they'll be going against a Colt defense, giving up 23 points per game as the Colonels have taken the field. And Van Cleve carrying the flag sends a teammate crashing to the ground. Well, the Colonels are fired up coming out here tonight. They're excited to be back at home. The crowd continues to build here at Legion Field as Bio Academy takes the field, heads to the sideline across the way. We're just about set for kickoff here in Indianola. The Colonels 4-0, the Colts 2-2.
racing, kicking from Moorhead, Mississippi, kicking toward Holly Ridge out there where they're ginning and going right now out there on those, getting ready to get those cotton pickers rolling anyway. I know we got a lot of people still out in the field harvesting there with the soybeans and the corn, so glad y'all will be tuning in out there tonight. Hopefully we'll have you a good ball game to broadcast here tonight.
Lang and company set to kick it away from the 40. As Brady mentioned, the IA Colonels moving left to right as you look at your radio tonight. Don't forget, if you have to get away from your radio, you can catch our live audio stream at iacolonelsports.org. There's a link at the top of the page for live audio stream. You can also watch live video stream there as well at iacolonelsports.org. We had some issues with that link last week. We think we've got that repaired. If there are issues with that, you can go to youtube.com and search Indianola Academy Sports Network and catch the video stream there. Bio Academy will send back Stanley Buford and Spence Martin to return the kick. Martin, number 33, Buford, number 1. They'll go back and stand around their own goal line as they await the kick from Lang. She'll say we're ready. Lang says he's ready, and we are underway here from Legion Field. It's the end-over-end kick. Going to take Martin 4 yards deep in the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and Bio Academy will open 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Well, I'm really trying to figure out which way this wind is blowing from. It looks like it's coming out of the southwest. Lang kind of kicked into the wind that time, but definitely threw a big boot out there and threw, like you said, Spence Martin about 5 yards deep into the end zone for a touchback automatic rule in high school play.
Quarterback for Bio Academy will be Cross Crow, a sophomore. He wears number 13. We saw him a lot of action last year as just a freshman, so but the future's certainly bright. You get a young man with that kind of experience, and he's only going to get better.
A gunslinger for sure.
Well, how about this set? He will open with an empty backfield. One receiver to the near side is Martin. He's got 4 receivers stacked to the wide side of the field, or to the right side, I should say. Colonel showing blitz with Van Cleve and Dodd. Now Smith walks up to the line as well, and there's movement up front. I believe the Colts jumped early. Boy, and right off the bat, the Colonels walk the 3 linebackers up showing blitz, and the Colts jump early. That'll back about 5 yards.
Well, that's going to get those linemen's head on a swivel there. Of course, Cross Crow was trying to jump the defense off. Indianola Academy has been shown to be very aggressive on defense. They'll pin those ears back and really try to apply a lot of pressure on the quarterback there, and they knew that they were going to try to jump him off sides to get that quick 5. It shot themselves in the foot.
Crow works out of the gun, empty backfield again with 4 receivers stacked to the right. He fires right side, complete to Buford, and works his way back to maybe the original line of scrimmage of the 20 before he's taken out of bounds. Gray Odom, Sebastian Harris over there on the tackle.
I don't remember a lot of names from the prior year on other teams, but I do remember that name there, and I do remember that he was a freshman last year playing up, so that was definitely show the talent that this young man possesses.
They give him 3 to the 18. 2nd and 12 coming up for the Colts. Crow rolls out to his left, looking to pass, fires downfield. Van Cleve had an interception in his back pocket, just didn't turn around, went off his hip, and falls incomplete. Crow was trying to hit Spence Martin. Incomplete pass will bring up 3rd and 12.
Well, Spence Martin definitely is the athlete that they're going to try to put the ball in his hands tonight, number 33. We're going to hear his name called a lot on the offensive and the defensive side of the ball there. Plays a very good ball game.
3rd and long for the Colts from their own 18. Ball is on the right hash, just underway here from Legion Field. Crow will hand it off, and not much doing there. Pick up of 2 to the 20. It'll bring up 4th and 10. Martin, the ball carrier, and the Colts will have to punt it away. They dug themselves an early hole with a false start on the first play from scrimmage.
I couldn't tell who was coming in there low, but they really came in there and cleaned house up there. I believe it's maybe 64 Jack Dodd, but Indianola Academy doing a good job on the defensive side of the ball, really standing up, congesting in there in between the tackles, not allowing Bio Academy to run.
4th and 10, a quick kick out of John Maggio, the punter. Be hauled in by William Barrier, returns it into Colt territory, going to be taken out of bounds just inside the 30, it appears. Great field position to start here for the IA offense. 11:05 to play first quarter, no score between the Colonels and the Colts.
Did he catch that ball about the Colt 45? Was that?
I think he did.
Finally got a nice punt return there. I know Barry and company back there on those special teams, especially those punt returns, really been kind of a shaky part of our game here. Looked a little comfortable there that time and did a good job on returning. Make a nice return, going to give the Colonels offense short field position.
1st and 10 from the Colt 29. Davis will work out of the gun. Since Tim's in motion out to the wide side, they throw it to Van Cleve. It's complete. Runs into Tim's and now taken down by several Colts just shy of the 25. They'll give him 3 to the 26. 3-yard pickup will bring up 2nd and 7 for the Colonels.
Well, Cross Crow and the Bio Colts started with an empty backfield, so Coach Nestor is going to reward his quarterback, Will Davis, with the same first play starting from scrimmage there as well, starting with an empty backfield there and trying to get Will some comfort throwing that ball.
I formation now on 2nd down with Timms and Harris. They pitch it to Harris right side, gets a block at the 20 and to the 15, 14 before he's taken off his feet out of bounds. Bryson Reed coming up to make the tackle, but that'll be good enough for a Greenville Motorsports first down.
And Watson, I'm sure you know if you've listened to me talk on the broadcast over the years, that's one of my favorite plays to run, that toss sweep. Get that athlete out into that open space and allow him to utilize that speed and athleticism to get into the open area, make some cuts and moves, and try to get downfield and move those chains.
12-yard gain for Harris. 1st and 10. Rain has begun to fall here at Legion Field. Ooh. Davis will work out of the gun, bring Harris in motion to the near side. He'll give it to him on the speed play to the 10, to the 5, stretching for the pylon. Ball comes loose and goes out of bounds. The Colonels will have it 1st and goal at the 2. 12 yards again on the carry for Harris. It'll be 1st and goal.
Hey, if anybody's listening out there and wants to go and roll my windows up, feel free to. I'm parked right behind the stadium here. I believe we're going to get wet tonight, Watson.
I think we can manage if I want to go get those windows up, my friend. 1st and goal, Colonels from the 2. Just over 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Davis will go under center. Wesley Lester is checked in at fullback. He'll get the handoff straight ahead, bounces off one defender, keeps his legs moving, and he's in there. Touchdown, Colonels. The sophomore, Wesley Lester, with his first touchdown of the season, puts the Colonels ahead of Bio 6-0 with 10 minutes to go in the first period.
Well, it's definitely got to be nice whenever you're running the ball there, and the first time you get touched is right whenever you're crossing the goal line, 2 yards basically into the running play there. Lester really just, the offensive line had a nice surge there, allowed Lester to vault into that end zone there, and just a good hard run there. He was held up there, and he kept those feet churning, like you said.
Laying on for the extra point, only 8 of 14 coming into the night. Make it 9 of 15. This one's good. Colonels up 7-0. Don't forget to text 601.
Call Indianola Collision at 887-2000. Nobody does a better job of making it right. Let the insurance company pay the claim, but you make the call. Indianola Collision.
Looking for John Deere tractors that were born for your workday and built for your budget?
Find them the Wade way.
Get a John Deere 5E Series tractor for 0% for 84 months and save like never before. These larger-than-life tractors feature turbocharged PowerTech engines and no-cost 5-year Power Guard protection plan. Learn more at WadeIncorporated.com. Wade, delivering service, solutions, and success since 1909. Offer ends October 31st, 2016, subject to approved installment credit with John Deere Financial. Terms, conditions, exclusions, and warranty limitations apply. See dealer for details.
Welcome back. 4 plays, 29 yards on the scoring drive for the Colonels. Wesley Lester punches it in from 2 yards out, playing with the PAT, and the Colonels on top of Bio Academy 7-0 with 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. And Lane's kickoff, another good one. Martin going to haul it in at the 2 and tries to return it up the left side on the Colonel sideline. He's going to be taken out of bounds by Sebastian Harris near the 20. They'll mark it at the 21, and that's where Bio Academy will have it 1st and 10.
Well, just a good series, first series of offense for the Colonels there. Just really came out, stayed focused, executed, and just made some good plays there, and definitely we like to keep that going tonight.
Correction, Jim Holland, I believe it was, on the tackle there on special teams. 1st and 10, Bow from their own 21. Ball is on the near hash as the Colts move right to left. Crow will work out of the gun. 2 backs with him. He'll turn handoff to Riley Smith, and he's met with authority. Ben Van Cleve steps up in there to make the tackle, a gain of only 1. We'll bring up 2nd and 9 from the 22.
Well, you know, we had talked earlier and throughout the year, Watson, Ben's really been a very big force in our defense and offense, but he's been a good vocal leader as well for the Colonels here, this being his senior year. We really haven't just really seen that intensity all over the field, and right now he is really doing a good job there getting to the ball.
2nd and 9, Crow will roll to his right, looking to pass. He's in trouble, was hammered by Sherman Timms as he let it go. Pass is complete to Clinton Davis, who was met immediately as well. Gain is to the 26, 4-yard pickup. Well, 3rd and 5.
Sorry. Davis, the receiver, just nestled out there in those flats there, about 5 yards in front of Odom. Odom had good coverage there, had the deep outside thirds, as they call it. He came up and aggressively really met there, Davis, the receiver, with a ball of fire.
3rd and 5 from the 26. Crow rolls to his left, looking to pass, fires over the middle and incomplete. He's trying to get it to Zach Willingham and threw it a couple of yards behind him. That'll bring up 4th and 5, and the Colts will have to punt once again.
Well, the Colonels' defensive secondary once again had some good coverage downfield there. Mitchell Pitts, 27, was covering the intended receiver. I believe that was Colby Chenault for the Colts there, and that's who Cross Crow really wanted to go to and just could not get the ball in his hands there. Very good coverage.
John Maggio to punt it away, stands at his own 17. It's a short kick. End over end, going to go out of bounds in Colt territory. Colonels will have it 1st and 10 at the Bio 48 as they lead it 7-0 with 8:31 to go in the first quarter.
Well, Watson, I do have to say it's very nice. Always nice whenever you only have less than 50 yards to execute on your offensive side of the ball there, and that definitely makes for some nice stats for the defense there, doing just a good job of stuffing this Bio Academy offense right now.
Correction, they put it at the 47. So 1st and 10, Colonels from the Colt 47. Van Cleve will split out wide to the right. Davis works out of the gun with Timms in the backfield. Timms will take the handoff, work straight ahead, brought down shy of the 40. They'll mark it at the 42. 5-yard pickup will bring up 2nd and 5.
Well, that is the first touch tonight for Timms there. Just did a good job of running there behind that offensive line. And those guys are doing a good job up tonight, surging, really getting that offensive surge there, doing some good blocking up front.
2nd and 5, Colonels from the Colt 42. Davis looking to pass, swings it left side, complete to Harris. He's got a Greenville Motorsports first down and more inside the 30 before he's taken off his feet. Credit Caden Burrell going over to make the stop. Gain is to the 29-yard line, 13-yard pickup. First down, Colonels.
Well, just another good executed play there. Actually, Sebastian Harris did an excellent job of catching that ball there. Will Davis threw it behind him. Sebastian Harris was able to adjust his route there, catch that ball behind him, and make that much-needed yardage.
1st and 10 from the 29. Davis out of the gun with Timms in the backfield. Colonels leading 7-0 with 7:40 to go in the first quarter. Davis throws right side, looking for Van Cleve, nearly intercepted. Max Belvedresi had the coverage and had the interception right in his hands. Couldn't haul it in. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Colonels.
You know, and over the past couple of years, Watson, that has been a big play where they have gone to Van Cleve out there in single coverage there, and that's what I was talking about. We really hadn't utilized that play in this past couple of weeks in the ball games here, and now I'm just interested and curious to see if we're going to keep going to him.
2nd and 10, Davis under center with I formation. He'll hand to the tank. Sherman Timms, who's got a first down and more, down the middle of the field to the 10, to the 5. The Colts try to hang on. All they can do is stay on for the ride as Timms goes in for the touchdown from 29 yards out.
Well, I tell you, whenever you hit that big man, number 33, you cannot hit him from his waist up. You have to hit him from his waist down to bring him down, or you better have a passel of tacklers to jump on his back there, because he can definitely carry you down the ground here, and he's going to carry a bunch of people on the field tonight. Did a very good job there for the Colonels, just going straight up the middle there, the 2-hole, and getting that much-needed yardage there, and got almost tackled about 10 times, and just nobody could bring him down.
Touchdown brought to you by our friends at Sookie's Restaurant and Catering. Will Lang is on for the extra point. Van Cleve to snap, Josh Hill to hold, Lang to kick, and it is up and good. 14-0. Colonels lead it over Bio Academy with 7:28 to play in the first quarter. Let's keep it here during this break, Brady. Colonels have had 2 possessions, both which started in Colt territory, both scoring drives. And Martin go back to return for the Colts. Don't forget, coming up at the half, we'll have some first half numbers for you, as well as the Double Quick trivia question. We're going to have 2 questions tonight. You'll have 2 chances to win a gift card from Double Quick. We owe you one from the league game a couple of weeks ago when we weren't able to give one out, so we'll have 2 questions coming up for you at the half. No Colonel Spotlight tonight. We'll get back to that next week when North Delta comes to town. Kickoff from Lang will have Martin fielded at the goal line. They're going to let him return it. Martin was unsure. Now looks to return it up the left side, and he's going to be brought down by William Barrier at the 14-yard line. A 14-yard return for Martin. The Colts have it 1st and 10 from their own 14.
I thought if you ever crossed that goal line plane there that they called it automatically a touchback there. And Spence, whenever he took that one step, his first step was back, and I thought he crossed it at that time, but the official being right there on the field, I guess just trying to let these young men play a little bit here and try to get that action. And Spence had the momentum going forward and just let him play.
Colts will have it 1st and 10 from the near hash at their own 14, trailing the Colonels 14-0. Quarterback Crow will work out of the gun with Martin in the backfield, 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. He'll hand it off to Martin, tries to bounce it to the right side, going to be brought down after a short gain. Jack Dodd in there on the tackle for the Colonels, along with Ben Van Cleve in there as well. 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7 from the 17.
Colonel's just doing a good job of executing and getting to the ball here on the defensive side. I'd like to see those blue jerseys all over the place on the field.
2nd and 7 from the Bayou 17. Crow takes the snap, hands off to Martin. Tries to run it straight ahead. Going to be brought down near the 20. Multiple Colonels again converging on the stop. Stephon Smith in there along with Wesley Lester.
Yeah, Lester coming from his backside defensive end position. You would read off that tackle. If tackle blocks down, that means the play is going away from you there, or either somebody's coming to pull and kick you out. He played off that offensive tackle's rear end there, took him right to the play. He was able to make tackle from the backside.
3rd down, 4 yards to go for the Colts from their own 20. Ball is on the far hash. Crow takes a snap from the gun, looking to pass, in trouble. Lost it up, and William Barrier nearly had an interception. Jack Dodd got back there and absolutely nailed Cross Crow. And that ball was just a lame duck in the air. Barrier tried to run it down, couldn't do it, but it'll bring up 4th and 5.
The jackhammer came in there with authority, definitely introduced himself to Mr. Crow there. Did a good job of hammering there. I'm actually going to call that a nominee for a Bill's Body Shop collision of the game there. And also Barrier, I thought he was going to have him himself, and Oski could not haul that pick in, though. Tough break for the Colonels.
We've got a timeout on the field for a water break. 6:06 to play in the first quarter. IA 14, Bio Academy nothing. Colts will have it 4th and 5 from the 20 when we come back in 1.
Our customers. That's Gresham Petroleum Company, Indianola. Call 887-2160. That's Gresham Petroleum Company.
Hi folks, Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you. Whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof, we're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center. And go Colonels.
Welcome back. Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you from Legion Field. The IA Colonels on top of the Bio Academy Colts 14-0 and set to get the ball back as Maggio back to punt it away. It's another short kick and going to be touched by one of the Colts at the 45, Brady's favorite yard line, the Colt 45. Colonels will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, that ball there that time bounced backwards there, as we had seen several punters throughout the years do those kind of kicks there. Not what you really want for Bio Academy right now. When it's raining, it's pouring, and not pouring the good way for the Bio's favor.
1st and 10, Colonels from the Bio 45. Quarterback Davis will work out of the gun. Empty backfield, 3 receivers to the near side. Davis looking to pass, throws right side complete to Bolden, but a great open field tackle out of Bio Academy. That is Max Belvedrizzi coming up to make the stop. Colonels are going to lose one to the 46. It'll bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm glad you pronounced that last name before I was about to attempt it. Max Belvedrizzi is definitely all over the field right now. Number 27, doing a great job for the Colts here in that secondary. He almost picked off that pass a minute ago that went to Ben Van Cleve over here from Will Davis, and this time coming up and making a nice open field tackle here for the Colts.
This time Davis will send 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right on 2nd and 11. Throws over the middle. It is caught by Shade Smith at the 25 and taken down inside the 20 at the 17. So the senior Smith getting in there, hauls in a nice reception. They're actually going to mark it at the 18.
Just a nice seam route ran there, Watson. He gets snuggled in between the safety back there and the outside defensive back, running straight up the middle of the field there. Davis finds him wide open. Just a nice, crisp route run. Shade Smith hits him in stride there and did a great job of watching that ball in.
28-yard pickup, Greenville Motorsports first down to the 18. Davis will turn and hand off to Harris to the 15 and to the 11 before he's brought down by Burrell. 7-yard pickup will bring up 2nd and 3.
Looked like a horse collar tackle. I don't know if they call that anymore or not, but and nonetheless, the Colonels definitely missed that one, and you always definitely want to watch the safety of your players there, and for sure, number 10, Sebastian Harris, you want to keep him on the safe side of the ball there, running the ball real hard. Read off Sherman Tim's block there from the fullback, the up back, and did a good job to vault him into the secondary.
2nd and 3 from the 11. 3-step drop for Davis, going back corner of the end zone, looking for Bolden. Does he get the feet down? Yes, he does. What a great job concentrating. T.K. Bolden running toward the back edge of the end zone. Somehow got both feet in. What a grab by the senior. His first touchdown reception of the year. An 11-yard pitch and catch from Davis to T.K. Bolden.
And you've been watching too much pro football. All we got to get is one foot in on this. But you're exactly right. T.K., that was an excellent catch there. I don't know if we might have an offensive coverage if Van Cleve Insurance offensive coverage of the game there, because he covered that entire end zone there.
Lang's extra point is up and good. 21-0. The Colonels on top of Bio Academy with 4:16 to play here in the first quarter.
Whenever you get that passing game going there, and you notice in week 4 here, Coach Nestor's really starting to call on Will Davis more and more, trying to get him built more into that passing game there. Heck, the first play of the game, we throw the ball for an out. And Will's just doing a good job at quarterback, finding his own self there, knowing what he can and cannot get away with, and making some good reads.
Talk about me watching too much NFL football. I could not watch NFL football Thursday night because the Buffalo Bills uniforms, they're all red home uniforms, were absolutely atrocious. I couldn't watch it. Playing set to kick it away. And Martin will go back this time a yard deep in the end zone for a touchback, and the Colts will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20. 4:16 to play in the first quarter. Colonel's on top, 21-0.
I'm not talking about the young athlete there, but I think Spence could have caught that 1 yard or right on the goal line and kept that thing out. You can kind of see the frustration that's built up on that Bayou Academy sideline over there. Those guys really just giving it all they got, just cannot come up with an answer tonight. Indianola Academy's got a stifling defense here, and they're really laying it on the field tonight.
So again, the Colonels with 3 touchdowns. All 3 drives have started in Colt territory, and all 4 drives have taken an exact total of 4 plays. So see if that trend continues as we go forward here in the first half. Cross Crow will work out of the gun. Colts don't have enough men on the field. Clinton Davis late getting in there. Crow going to throw it deep down the left side, looking for Martin, and overshot him by about a half a yard. Mitchell Pitts had the coverage. Incomplete pass will bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just good coverage there. And that is one thing about a passing game. Whenever you play one of those, the clock stops a lot of times on those errant or misthrown passes, and it makes for a long game there because that clock does not run, and that's why Indianola Academy has had so much success early in this game here, and it's just 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the first quarter.
2nd and 10, Colts from their own 20. Crow will work out of the gun, send trips to the right side. Single receiver to the near side. Looking to pass. Jack Dodd coming untouched, lays him out again. Somehow Crow able to get it away, and the receiver going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, Crow is going to get in his lineman's ear and say somebody has got to pick up the jackhammer, number 64.
I guarantee you there, Watson. I would definitely have him on my radar screen. I know that if I were across Crow, the quarterback, just trying to set up a little screen out there to the right, a bubble screen there. It just took too long for the play to develop. Indianola Academy defense was really able to jump on that thing real quick there and make the stop for the loss.
Loss of 4 to the 16. 3rd and 14 coming up for Bayou Academy. 3:28 to play first quarter. Cardinals on top 21-0. Looking for more here early from Legion Field. Crow looking to pass. Throws right side complete to Buford, and he is taken down immediately. Gray Odom coming up to make the stop. Well, what a year the senior is having. His first year of football at Indianola Academy. Did not play last year. Came to IA as a junior. But he's jumped right in and hadn't missed a beat.
Just real stingy on defense. Man, he's tough out there. He's a good defensive back, a great addition to the Indianola Academy Colonel family. Definitely glad to have him here doing a good job here for the Colonels defense.
Loss of 2 to the 14. 4th and 16 coming up. Colts have to punt it away. Maggio with the better kick this time. Barrier going to let it hit and roll into Colonel territory. Be the first time tonight the Colonels start on their side of the field. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 46 as they take over 1st and 10, leading 21-0 with 2:34 to play in the first quarter.
Well, Indianola Academy on this series, we've seen in a couple of weeks past where Indianola Academy's gotten the big lead and just could not stay focused or could not execute, and it really started hurting them, and it got to be a boring game, I guess is what you're saying, as a fan. But Indianola Academy, let's hope they can stay focused here, keep the foot on the pedal.
New Colonel quarterback is Josh Hill, a sophomore, number 14. He's looking to pass on 1st down, throws over the middle. It's tipped the line of scrimmage and falls incomplete. Was trying to hit Van Cleves on the tight end seam. The incomplete pass will bring up 2nd and 10.
I actually like Josh's his motion there, and he looked very good, comfortable back there at the quarterback position, made just a straight drop back there, a 5-step drop, trying to find his tight end over the center. I think that's got to be a quicker, it's about a 2 or 3-step drop. It's not really that 5-step, but he's trying to hit on the tight end dump.
Second and 10, Hill will turn around, hand off to Tim. Seems like a good idea. Timms is loose down the right side, puts a stiff arm on a Colt defender at the 15, and finally taken down at the 5-yard line. A 49-yard rumble for Sherman Timms. When he gets that big body going, my goodness, it's hard to bring down.
For sure, number 12, Collins Tabb, was the man that had the beeline on him there, and Sherman just threw that stiff arm right on him real quick there and knocked him back to the ground with authority. And he was actually able to hold on to Sherman there and bring him down by the shirt tail.
Hill will go under center on 1st and goal. Greenville Motorsports first down, and Sebastian Harris is in the end zone from 5 yards out. Colonels go on top of Bio Academy 27-0 with 2:05 to play in the first quarter. That touchdown brought to you by our friends at Sookie's Restaurant and Catering.
Well, Watson, if we keep scoring like this, I believe come the second quarter we would have a running clock if things keep going like they are. I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of bodies being played out there. I think we got 35 on the roster. I believe all 35 of them are going to see some playing time tonight. Me, you, and Kirk might see some playing time tonight if we keep playing like this.
3 plays, 54 yards on the scoring drive. Lang is on for the extra point. It is up and good, and wow, that's so refreshing to see Will Lang getting back to his old ways. He had struggled coming into tonight in the extra point department.
And put it in the uprights. Great job.
So the Colonels on top of Bio Academy, 28-0, still in the first quarter. 2:05 to play here from Legion Field. Talked about the little quick rain shower we had earlier. That seems to have gotten out of the way. Wind still blowing at a pretty good clip here at Legion Field. We expect more showers to work in overnight and into tomorrow. But right now, Legion Field in good shape.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Watson, I might have found the good luck trend here with the shorts. And you're in the shorts, and, you know, do we have curtain shorts over there? Oh, man.
Kurt's on board, too.
You know, we're going to be asking for this in about mid-November, and we're going to, you know, somebody's going to be out there listening. Did y'all wear your shorts? And no, we did not wear our shorts in 30-degree weather.
But, hey, here inside the new press box at Legion Field, we've got our own heating, AC unit. We do whatever we want to, my friend. This is,
That's right. Well, you know, it's going to be like Lee Hargett wore her galoshes or her rain boots all the rest of the year because that was the good luck charm last year.
Whatever works. That's right. Lang's kickoff this time, a short one, going to be taken at the 9-yard line by Riley Smith. Returns it straight ahead, gets across the 25, and taken off his feet at the 26. That's where the Colts will have it, 1st and 10. Be their best starting field position of the night.
Well, Riley Smith had a nice head full of steam there coming forward. Looked like he kind of slipped as he went to make a cut there. Might still be a little dew out there on the field. I believe this field could use a little watering right now. However, it looks great. It really is some good condition. They re-crowned this field in the off-season this year, and just a lot of work put into the field in the off-season. Looks real good.
1st and 10, Bio Academy from their own 26. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Cross Crow will work out of the gun, one receiver to either side. He'll turn, hand off to Spence Martin straight ahead. He gets across the 30 up to the 32, maybe the 33 before he's taken down. Seth Travis and Will Lang combine on the tackle.
Well, Seth and Will both did a good job of breaking down there, figuring out it's a run play. They let Spence bring the ball to them, not get to the outside there, just broke down and made a nice tackle.
2nd and 4 coming up from the 32. Clock runs under a minute and a half to play now in the first quarter. It's been all Colonels here from Legion Field. Crow takes a handoff. He'll turn handoff to Burrow out of the backfield. He's stacked up, driven backwards by a sea of blue and white, led by Jack Dodd.
And you took the words right out of my mouth, Watson. I was saying the same thing, the sea of blue. I'm going to have to copyright that so that you cannot use that line there.
What were you going to copyright last week? Hillbilly hand grab?
Yes, the hillbilly
Work
hand
on that
grab.
this week?
I did, in my spare time.
3-yard loss to the 29. I beg your pardon, the 34. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All out of sorts. Crow looking down the right side of the field. It's hauled in by Buford in Colonel's territory at the 35. Gray Odom had the coverage. Want to see if that lights a little spark under Bio Academy. First down pickup. They moved the chains for the first time tonight.
Well, we knew that they definitely had that good arm strength there, and Crow can really hum that ball there, and they got some good receivers there. Buford did a good job of watching that ball go into his hands there, making a good catch coming down with the ball, and I think that will ignite a little spark in them. 36-yard pickup to the Colonel 30, first and 10 Colts. Earl takes the handoff, tries to run straight ahead, and not much happening there. Wesley Lester comes up to make the tackle. He'll pick up 1 to the 29. We'll bring up 2nd and 1. 44 Burrow, whenever he got that head full of steam going behind him, just kept those feet turning. Indianola Academy defenders had him blocked in there where nowhere to go, and he just spun out at the last second there. That's a good-sized young man, that running back there for Bio Academy.
Last play of the first quarter coming up. Colts will take the snap and hand off to Burrell. Tries to run it around the right side. Brought down by Lester and Bailey Bills, and that will bring the first quarter to a close. Good one for the Colonels. They're on top of the Colts, 28-0. We're back in a Watson Cook, Brady Smith with you as we get ready to start the second quarter here from Legion Field. Indianola Academy on top of the Bio Academy Colts, 28-0. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Colts from the Colonel, 26.
Well, this is where the defense really going to get tested here for the first time this game for tonight for the Colonels, and definitely need to been standing strong here and making some nice rushes against Cross Crow there, not letting him get comfortable, getting his feet set and making some nice passes there.
Crow will turn and hand off to Martin. Actually, he's going to keep it for himself around the left side. He'll have a first down for Bio Academy before he's taken off his feet. Jack Dodd once again going over to make the tackle, but not after Crow picks up the first down to the 16, 10-yard pickup.
Well, Crow showing a little running athleticism as well. And just like you said, Watson able to run there and move those chains, found an opening, and the Colonel's defense just failed on that side.
1st and 10, Bio Academy. Crow will work from the gun. Play action, looking to pass, going for the end zone, looking for Buford, and it is caught. Touchdown, Bio Academy. How about the catch there from Stanley Buford? Went up over Gray Odom and brought it down. Colts get on the board with 11:35 to play in the second quarter. That makes it 28-6.
Man, what a good throw there. Crow just humming that ball out of left field and found Buford, his receiver, in the back of the end zone as well. Just stretching this end zone tonight, this west end zone here, it is really being stretched. And Buford with a nice catch. I got to say, Odom had great coverage on him. I actually thought it was a little bit of defensive pass interference, but Buford was able to hold on to that ball and bring it in.
Colts going to go for 2. Crow looking to pass, goes over the middle. It's tipped away, deflected by Odom. The score remains 28-6. Colonel's in control here with 11:35 to go in the second quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel football on Super Talk for the Delta. Crow to Stanley Buford from 16 yards out. The two-point try unsuccessful. The score remains Colonels on top.
Offensive throwing game, passing game going there. They're really good. Indianola Academy not putting any pressure on him, letting him sit back in that pocket and get comfortable, and he's doing it with authority.
Zach Willingham to kick it away, going to be taken on the run by Harris. Bobbled it momentarily, now has running room straight ahead to the 40. Spins out of a tackle at the 45, and finally taken down at the Colonel 49. What a return by Sebastian Harris. Colonels have great field position once again.
Now, that would be a good double-quick trivia, Watson. I don't even know who keeps that kind of stat, but it would be interesting to see when was the last kickoff return. I don't remember one in a long time that we've returned, not returned against us, but a kickoff return.
Shooting off the top of my head, I want to say you got to go back to maybe Ryan Lester back in the 06-07 days. I may be wrong on that. 1st and 10, Colonels. Will Davis back in at quarterback. He swings it left side, complete to Randy Kimball. And he's taken down just shy of the first down marker. Bryson Reed coming over to make the stop at the Colt 44. 7-yard pickup, 2nd and 3.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot there, partner, but you're exactly right. It has been a long time. I want to say the last one that Indianola has given up, that might have been last year against Pilla at that wild, crazy ending. I can't. Did they score on a kick return? I know they scored on a punt return, and it was. It got real crazy there at Pilla towards the end of that game. I can't remember if they scored a kick return or not.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look. I'm not sure on that one. 2nd and short for the Colonels. Davis looking to pass. In trouble, and he's going to be brought down for a sack back at midfield. Boy, got to get rid of it there. 5-yard loss. They'll mark it at the 49.
And this is what I was saying earlier. The Colonels, sometimes whenever they get up big, they seem to be rocked to sleep. They're kind of bored. They're not really intense. They're not focused. And these past defensive series and now this offensive series here is showing that the Colonels aren't really interested in the game anymore, and it's going to be kind of tough to keep playing and stay focused.
3rd and 8 from the Bio 49. Davis will go under center, I formation in the backfield, play action. Davis rolling to his left, going to fire downfield. Got Bolden once again, kept the feet in bounds. Well, TK Bolden working on a new craft here tonight. That's going to be good enough for a Colonel first down, a Greenville Motorsports first down to the Colt 37.
Well, I tell you, Watson, beautifully executed pass and catch there by Will Davis to TK Bolden. Davis running a nice route there himself where he rolls out of the pocket, rolls out here into the flats, throws the ball on the fly. Just a great job there by Davis.
12-yard pickup. Davis looking for the handoff. Ball comes loose, and it appears Bio Academy has recovered. And it will be Colt football.
77, Tristan Mosley got that ball there for the Colts defense. That's a big young man there as well. Bio Academy has some size on their team there. They just got to be able to put it together, and at the beginning they weren't able to execute, and now it looks like everything's bouncing in the Colts' favor.
So with 9:49 to play in the first half, Bio will get it back, trailing the Colonels 28-6. They'll take over after the fumble at their own 36. Ball will be on the near hash as they work left to right.
I guess it was my comment about us saying that we were going to get some playing time that's what got us in trouble.
Ross Crow will work out of the shotgun. Now we've got to stop and play. One of the Colt linemen going to be subbed out. 77, Tristan Mosley, who you said covered the fumble.
While we do have a second here, Sharon Irvin was our winner there for the Sookies gift card there. Sorry, I'm just not getting to my text.
Congratulations to Sharon Irvin. Gets a $20 gift card from our friends at Sookies. Crow looking to pass. Batted up in the air by Stephon Smith. And the official's going to let him pick it up and take it to the end zone. Now they're going to say incomplete.
I was kind of thinking that as well.
I don't know what he kept reaching for in his back pocket if that's an incomplete pass. The official stood there and reached several times in his back pocket. I thought maybe looking for the fumble beanbag, but that was clearly an incomplete pass.
Yeah, sometimes the game gets to going a little too fast for you, and you have your mind thinking about three different things, and you just get kind of an action that you're used to doing time after repetition, and you just reach for that flag automatically. But you're right, Watson. It was clearly an incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 coming up for the Colts. Crow looking to pass again, this time complete left side to Spence Martin. And he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A late flag comes in. Jack Dodd is in there once again along with Sherman Tim. This one looks like it may be against the Colonels.
Yeah, it looked like Jack Dodd got his hands up around the face mask area there. I believe that's what's going to be called.
Will be a face mask against the Colonels. Martin was brought down at the 34. They'll tack on the 5 to the 39. So 2nd and 7 coming up. Iowa Academy from their own 39. 9:33 to play in the second quarter. Indianola Academy 28, Iowa 6. Ball is on the far hash for Croat and company. Work out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Hit again as he lets it go, and Shade Smith in coverage had a chance at a pick, but he was going out of bounds. Intended receiver was number 22, John Maggio. Pass ball's incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd and 7.
I guess I'm going to throw out there because he had some good coverage of Van Cleve Insurance coverage of the game, the proper coverage of the game nominee there. Shade Smith getting thrown towards there and just doing a good job covering. I thought he almost had a pick there, but the ball was thrown out of bounds there. Good coverage by the Colonels.
So 3rd and 7 coming up from the 39. Colonel defense looking for a stop. They try to give it to Martin, and Wesley Lester busts through there, gets in the backfield to bring down Martin for a loss back at the 35, a 4-yard loss, as Lester leads the charge once again for the Colonels.
Well, Lester and Spence are good friends Monday through Thursday, but Friday nights, I'm pretty sure they're letting those shoulder pads do the talking out there tonight, and just definitely like hitting each other. I know, it's a good rivalry there between these two schools, like I had mentioned.
4th and 11 now after the loss. Iowa Academy will have to punt it away. William Barrier goes back, stands at his own 35 to return the punt. It's a low line drive kick. Van Cleve, one of the upbacks, going to take it near midfield, and he'll return it into Bio territory and be brought down at the 44. That's where the Colonels will have it 1st and 10 at the Colt 44, leading Iowa Academy 28-6 with 8:30 to play in the first half.
Ben looked like he just had a line drive hit to him at the third base side there and just kind of caught that ball. He was falling backwards, actually was running back into his blocking formation, just turned his head on a swivel, and the ball was sitting there right in his hands for him to catch there. Good athletic job and a way to move the ball back up forward and get some good field position to start this drive for the Colonels.
Davis will stay in at quarterback. He'll go under center with Timms and Harris in the backfield. He'll turn, hand it to Sherman Timms, looks for running room left side, going to be taken down inside the 40 at the 38, a 6-yard run for Sherman Timms.
Well, good job there by Timms, just staying low. That is one thing he does do very well. Whenever he's in a bunch of traffic, he will stay low there and not really be tall and give a big target to tackle there. He knows how to get down, squat down there, and it just really adds to that explosiveness that he possesses.
2nd and 4 from the 38. Fumble snap. Davis will go down and recover at the 39. That'll be a loss of 1. And we'll bring up 3rd and 5.
That's tough to see there, Watson. We got to get that center to quarterback exchange down pat there. I think that's about second or third time tonight where we've had a real bad exchange, and it's really shown there. And Indianola Academy just kind of stalling here once again.
3rd and 5 from the 39. Davis takes a snap out of the gun, looking to pass, throws over the middle, complete to Van Cleve. And boy, if he had fallen forward, might have had the first down. Instead, he was fighting for extra yardage, gets pushed back, and it'll depend on the spot. Very close to the first down marker. Boy, looking from here, I think he's going to be short.
I think Coach Netzer's going to go for it, too.
And they will say 4th down.
They ain't said yet. Yeah, they did there.
Give him 4 on the pickup. Fourth and short. Colonel's going to go for it. Sherman Timms takes the handoff. He's got the Greenville Motorsports first down inside the 30 to the 28, maybe the 27. Well, when in doubt, turn and hand it to the tank.
You're exactly right. I was about to say the same thing. I almost called the quarterback sneak there, but you're exactly right. Why even there? I like to see more and more as the weeks progress here, Will Davis calling less on his numbers except for to pass the ball and relying more on these running backs here.
.48 to play in the second quarter. Colonel's on top of Iowa Academy 28-6.
Exactly. He just kept going. He shot to his feet.
So move the Colonels back to the 32.
I didn't see the hold there that time, but, you know, that's not only just a 5-yard penalty, Watson. That is a 25 or 30-yard penalty. That hurts them.
1st and 15 from the 32. Davis will turn, handoff to Timms. Looks for running room right side. This time he's swarmed by Colt defenders. Gets to the 26. Give him 6 on the carry. We'll bring up 2nd and 9.
That's always an interesting counterplay there, and what Davis is doing is he's allowing time for his linemen to make some good blocks there. I believe Timms is going to have to come out. He's got some kind of cut maybe or something on, and he must be bleeding or something in there, asking him to check out of the game.
So we will have a timeout on the field with 6:09 to go in the second quarter. Colonel's on top of Bio 28-6. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Proud supporters of Colonel Football, the Tackett family, owners of Heartland Catfish Company, farm 7,200 surface water acres of catfish and 15,000 acres of grain land. That makes us the largest single grower of farm-raised catfish in the U.S. Heartland is committed to supplying our customers with the highest quality farm-raised catfish products. Be sure and eat catfish raised in the Mississippi Delta by looking for the Heartland Seal, smooth, clean fillet cuts that meet the highest standards, just like Indianola Academy and Colonel Football. Heartland Catfish, a proud sponsor of Colonel Football.
We all know that Indianola Electric works on electric motors, but did you know Indianola Electric works on irrigation well motors? Call Chris today to talk about any type of electrical work on your irrigation system. When you need work on your in-gun pivot motor, electrical motors, and generators, there's one place to call, Indianola Electric at 887-3292. Our fully trained professionals are ready to serve you, so call today. With over 34 years serving this area, we want you to be our next satisfied customer. Call Indianola Electric today, 887-3292, Highway 49 North in Indianola.
Welcome back. 2nd and 9 for the Colonels from the Bio 26. Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you from Legion Field, where the Colonels leading Bio Academy 28-6. 6:09 to play in the first half. Timms had to check out on On the previous play, Wesley Lester is in there, and the Colonels run a little reverse. Harris will pitch to Bolden, running room left side to the 15 to the 10, and gets by a man at the 5, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Colonels. T.K. Bolden on a little dipsy-do trickaroo, runs it in from 26 yards out.
He is really trying to put himself in the books for the Lost Pizza Offensive Player of the Game. Wow, he is getting a good nomination going right now. An excellent job having kind of a one-man offensive show here. Glad to see Bolden and that ammunition that he definitely possesses there, being able to run the ball there, a nice little reverse play. Hey, games like this is where you practice those plays there, and it went through, executed well. I like to see Will Davis out front there blocking for Bolden, and he was able to read his block there and capitalize on that play.
Touchdown brought to you by our friends at Slicky's Restaurant and Catering. Will Lang on for the extra point, and he is 5 for 5 tonight, 35-6. Colonels on top of Viola Academy with 5:50 to play in the second quarter. That Colonel touchdown drive, 6 plays, 56 yards. T.K. Bolden, a 26-yard run on a reverse, and Lang with the PAT, and the Colonels back in business.
You're exactly right. Back in business in a good way there. That momentum on the field had kind of just moved back towards the middle of the field there, and Indianola Academy gladly took it back over there and really has struck back with authority there. Good offensive series there by the Colonels.
Somebody who may be listening in for maybe the first time tonight says, why is the play-by-play guy getting excited about 5 for 5 on PATs? They've been an adventure this year, and glad to see Lane back to his normal self.
Yeah, that's exactly right there, Watson. You're exactly right, because you've seen him kick for 2 or 3 years now, and it's just been building up and building up with more anticipation. Hey, you know, as a 9th grader, you finally got him to start kicking here. Hey, we're practicing field goals. We're actually attempting field goals on the field. You know, and then a sophomore and junior years did the same thing there, building up more and more. And then as a senior there, hey, you're expecting, you know, just you know, we're not going to miss it all, and then suddenly, boom, seems like we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot here, missing a few here and there, and just glad to see, like you said, they're finally getting that phase of the game back going in the right direction there, because that is a very important part. Sure, it's just 1 point, but a lot of times that is a make or break difference in a game.
Let me correct myself. I said 6 plays, 56 yards. 6 plays, 44 yards. On the scoring drive, Lang's kickoff taken by Buford at the 3, and he returns it straight ahead. He's hit by Sebastian Harris, still on his feet. Takes 3 or 4 Colonels to bring him down. Jackson Cowart gets in there, as well as Daniel Sepulvado. And the Colts will have it 1st and 10 from their own 33.
Watson, while we do have a second, I do have to give a shout-out here. My mother-in-law, Tracy Lester, today is her birthday. And also, Hannah Morgan Strickland, she turns 18 today. I'm not going to announce how old Tracy is, but because that is my mother-in-law, and I like my breakfast on Sunday morning, so I've got to watch myself on that. But, however, Hannah Morgan is turning 18, so happy birthday to both you nice ladies.
So are you taking mother-in-law out for dinner, maybe cookies after the game?
We might. Well, we're not going to do it tonight. We'll go tomorrow night. I'm not sure. We probably will be attending cookies. Good choice of restaurants.
1st and 10, Colts from the 33. Handoff goes to Martin, tries to stretch it to the left side. Mitchell Pitts comes up to bring him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll march it back at the 28, a 5-yard loss. They'll bring up 2nd and 15.
Now, she told Wesley the only thing she wanted for her birthday from Wesley was a touchdown, and he scored his first touchdown tonight.
Hey, he minds well.
He minds.
First drive of the night.
First drive, even. He's got it on out of the way the rest of the night. Mom's happy.
Hey, when Mama's happy, everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy.
She raised him right.
Yep.
2nd and 15, Colts from their own 28. 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Colonels on top of Viola Academy, 35-6. Crow will fumble the handoff, and it looks like the Colts were able to recover. Van Cleve down there fighting for it, but I believe it will stay Colts football.
Well, we got a second, Watson, and I wish I knew the young man's name, the quarterback for St. Stanislaus. He's going to be setting the record this week for the most pass yardage by a Mississippi quarterback. They're up 28-7 over D'Iberville right now, so I'm pretty sure that young man has set that passing record there. He's a gunslinger as well from down south Mississippi there, and just an excellent overall scoring, achievement there.
And he's breaking the record of former St. Stanislaus quarterback Dylan Falk. Is that correct?
Yes, that is exactly correct.
3rd and 15. Crow looking to pass, lost it down the right side. He's got Buford and incomplete. Now a flag's going to come down. Gray Odom had the coverage. They're going to call in interference on Gray Odom. Coach Nestor asking why.
I actually thought it was good coverage as well there, just right down the field there. Gray Odom stayed in Buford's hip pocket there. Just good coverage, and the officials, though, not going to accept that.
It will be pass interference against the Colonels. 3:57 to go in the first half. Indianola on top 35-6.
East Webster up 8-0 on Ray Brooks there. Ray Brooks being out of Benoit, and East Webster the number one, I believe they're 2A team in the state there. So that's a good game always whenever you're only down by 8 to the number one team in the state.
About a Greenville St. Joe, Madison St. Joe score. We should that one down.
I'm scrolling down through here as fast as possible.
Penalty will give the Colts a first down to their own 43.
They did have Indianola and Bio on there.
1st and 10 from their own 43. Crow, snap goes through his hands. That's actually Riley Smith who was in there at quarterback, maybe looking to take the direct snap. And he's got to run it down back at the 30. Be a loss of 13. Bring up 2nd and 23 for the Colts.
Jackson Prep 14, MRA 7. That's another good game there in the academy ranks.
Say that score again, please.
14-7. Prep over MRA right now.
2nd and 23 from the Bio 30.
Hattiesburg 0, Oak Grove 14. That's a battle of cross-town rivals there.
Buford comes in motion to the near side. They'll give it to him. Flag is down. And Buford going to be taken down by Bailey Bills at the 33. We'll check the penalty marker.
Looked like either area of holding out here at this receiver area or maybe some kind of forward motion. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell.
Illegal procedure. Coach Nestor will decline the penalty. They'll mark it at the 33, a 3-yard pickup. Bring up 3rd and 20.
They haven't got a score yet for Greenville St. Joe and Madison St. Joe, but you're exactly right, Watson. That is going to be a good game there as Todd Lott, like you mentioned earlier, the former Washington School coach, just going down to take on the duties there at Madison St. Joe, bringing that program, actually reviving it back.
Very interested to see how Greenville St. Joe responds after their first loss last week. 3rd and 20 for the Colts from their own 33. Ball is on the near hash. Crow will take the snap out of the gun. He'll hand off to Burrell. Runs straight ahead. Going to get back maybe to the original line of scrimmage.
Watson, another interesting score here. Bassfield going to Niceville, Florida to play. I thought I heard that on the radio this past week and thought that I was hearing things, but they're down 14-0 to Niceville, Florida. Bassfield always having a pretty good team year after year for the Mississippi high schools ranks.
11-yard pickup to the 44, 4th and 9 for Bio Academy, and they're going to punt it away. William Barrier will go back and stand at his own 25. It's a high kick, going to bounce to the 36, take a short Bio Academy roll to the 30, and that's where the Colonels will have it 1st and 10, leading the Colts 35-6 with 2:07 to play in the first half. We're going to see some substitutions here offensively for the IA Colonels. Number 50, Cade Policini is in the game. Number 51, I beg your pardon, 51, Seth Travis. He's still in there. Reed Junkin,
57, Logan White.
57, Logan White. Bailey Bills will be in there on this offensive set. Josh Hill is back in at quarterback.
Coach Wright was taking on kicking duties on the sideline there a second ago. Glad to see that knee's doing a lot better, and he was able to stop that ball there with ease.
So Hill will direct the Colonels offensively. He'll take the snap out of the gun, throw right side, incomplete, looking for Bailey Bills. Belvedere had the coverage. Incomplete pass will bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Bills just didn't get his head turned around there in enough time, and Josh Hill kind of threw it a little bit behind him there. Just got to get that communication. And when you get those substitutions a lot of times like this, those first couple of plays, you got the jitters and also the miscommunications. Hopefully the Colonels can get that adjusted as we're getting closer towards halftime.
Trip receivers come to the near side on 2nd and 10 for the Colonels. Hill will take the snap out of the gun, puts it on the ground. Timms, it bounces right up into the hands of Sherman Timms, and he picks it up, runs to the 36. 6-yard pickup for Timms will bring up 3rd and 4.
Well, Tim's just alert, staying up there, watching the ball, staying in the play, and the ball, like you said, bounced right to him there, and just being the man on the spot there, taking that ball. He definitely likes to run with it when it gets in his hands, and he definitely did that. It gave us a 3rd down and manageable play.
3rd and 4 coming up from the Colonel 36. Hill will work out of the gun. Trip receivers to the near side. He'll fake the give to Timms, keep it for himself. He's got a Greenville Motorsports 1st down. Across the 45 up to the 46. A 10-yard pickup for Josh Hill.
Josh actually showing some mobility there on the offensive side of the ball, doing a good job running. Timms was actually his decoy there. He sold the fake dive to the right there, and everybody keyed on Timms, and Josh just alertly pulled it out there and running to the left side of the line there. The offensive line did a good job of blocking out front and opening some holes, so Hill was able to get that 1st down.
1:20 to play in the first half. Colonels would like to tack on another score, perhaps have a running clock to start the 3rd quarter. The pass goes through the hands of open receiver Randy Kimball. Hill was trying to fit it in there to Kimball around the 43. Couldn't hang on. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Just tough break there for Colonel's offense here. Finally got a little something going here, able to move that chains for that first time, and just steadily trying to find some answers here. I like the comfortness of Josh Hill, though, coming in there, stepping in whenever getting called upon here and leading this Colonel's offense.
2nd and 10 from the IA-46. I formation in the backfield. Snap is on the ground again. This time Sebastian Harris picks it up and is going to pick up 3 to the 49 before he's taken down. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Colonels.
Well, Indianola Academy, and like we had mentioned earlier, whenever you go to doing a lot of substituting, different people get in there, and you just have to make those adjustments there. And like I said earlier, as halftime fastly approaches, instead of having to do it up on the field, normally most coaches would get over there and start running a few plays on the sideline. You're kind of looking, going, I thought halftime was for resting. No, it's for making adjustments there, whether it be taking snaps out there or doing whatever, trying to get your team all on the same page.
3rd and 7 with 30 seconds left in the half. Hill going to throw right side, caught by T.K. Bolden to the 30 to the 25, turns on the Jets, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Walk, I should say sprint, but nobody had a chance to catch him. T.K. Bolden takes it in from 51 yards out. Hill to Bolden, the first touchdown pass of the year for Josh Hill.
And Bolden, again, like I mentioned, just having himself an offensive showing of the game. I believe he's going to get one step closer to getting fatter this weekend. He's got my nominee for Lost Pizza Offensive Player of the Game for sure, Watson. It's going to be a tough one to take it out of his hands from the second half.
Will Lang on for the extra point. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Colonels on top 41-6. A touchdown brought to you by our friends at Slicky's Restaurant and Catering. Lang's PAT is up and good. 42-6. With 20 seconds to go in the first half, we'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football. You're listening to Colonel Football on Super Talk from the Delta.
Local decisions made by local people. That's what you will get at Community Bank. You've been thinking about switching banks? Now is the time. Community Bank will handle all of your bank switching paperwork for you. We'll assign you your own personal secretary who will handle your former bank account, get you your new checks, fill out your direct deposit forms, and anything else you need. Just remember, we do the switch. You just enjoy Community Bank, a bank like no other. Community Bank, a proud Colonel booster.
Accidents do happen, and insurance companies do pay to make it right. But insurance companies don't get to tell you where to take your vehicle for repairs. It's your ride, your call. Make it count. Call Indianola Collision when you want it done right. Stop by 1437 Highway 82 East and let them look it over. Call 887-2000 right away. Call Indianola Collision at 887-2000. Nobody does a better job of making it right. Let the insurance company pay the claim, but you make the call. Indianola Collision.
Welcome back. 6 plays, 70 yards on the scoring drive for Indianola Academy.
Having trouble there tonight.
I am. I've been a little under the weather this week. I apologize. The boys wanting to go out on me. Josh Hill to TK Bolden from 51 yards out and laying at the PAT.
We'll be glad to sub in Kurt Owen come in the second half. I'll bring in the right-hander.
May have to have it. Kickoff is taken by Buford, and he's brought down shy of the 20. Mitchell Pitts getting downfield to make the tackle. 14 seconds left to go in the first half. Colonel's on top 42-6.
If you have a young son that is wanting to get interested in playing football and you're trying to teach him how to make open field tackles, which is one of the toughest things to do in football, you need to watch that play right there. Mitchell Pitts did an excellent job. That is an unassisted wide open field tackle there. Did a great job just breaking down and making a nice tackle, driving Buford to the ground there with authority. And just, I mean, wow, it doesn't get any more textbook than that. Just beautifully executed play there by Pitts.
14 seconds to go in the first half. The Colts only have 10 men on the field. Now to rush on Brian Taylor. Pro takes a snap out of the gun, looking to pass, has a screen set up, caught by Buford, left side. Makes a couple of men miss. He'll pick up a few yards before he's taken down. Seth Travis going over to make the tackle, and that will bring the first half to a close. What a good one it was for Indianola Academy. They'll go to the break, leading the Colts 42-6.
Well, just a good first half of football for Indianola Academy, offense and defense, as well as special teams here. The Colonels never having to be called upon to punt the ball. It was also a game of fours here for Indianola Academy in the first half, where every offensive series it seemed like was going to last no more than 4 plays, and Indianola Academy just able to execute there and execute with ease pretty much. Watson and Bio Academy's just been tough there. Catching tough breaks left and right here.
So 42-6, your halftime score. We'll take a break and come back. We'll have some first half stats for you. Also a couple of double quick trivia questions and much more here from Legion Field. At the half, the Colonels leading Bio Academy 42-6. We're back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
David Smith Construction of Inverness is a proud Indianola Academy sponsor. At David Smith Construction, our reputation is building every day. And Coach Tommy Nestor and the Colonels have built a winning tradition that we are proud of. Whether it be commercial or residential, let us take care of your building needs. We've been building for satisfied customers since 1982, and we would love to add you to that list. David Smith Construction is located at Highway 49 in Inverness. Call David Smith today at 265-6060.
You'll find big savings every day at your friendly, family, home-owned Sunflower Food Store, Indianola. We'd like to invite you to come and discover our newly remodeled store. From our produce department to the meat department, our deli, our bakery, and our employees, you'll find that Sunflower Food Store is eager to help you with all of your grocery needs. When it's time for groceries, it's time for a trip to Sunflower Food Store, Highway 82, Indianola. Always working to improve your shopping experience. Come shop with us today. For more than 7 70 years, Guarantee Bank and Trust Company has embraced the time-tested principles of independent banking. We work to develop relationships with our customers, a relationship that provides the peace of mind knowing that your bank is with you every step of the way. Come discover it for yourself at Guarantee Bank in Batesville, Belzona, Cleveland, Greenville, Hernando, Hollandale, Indianola, Senatobia, South Haven, Vicksburg, and now open in Grenada. Personal service, professional solutions. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The best-kept secret in the Delta is Impact Wholesale Warehouse on Highway 82, Indianola, right next to Love's Travel Center. Having a party? Get all of your party supplies at Impact. Save money on your janitorial supplies by shopping our huge warehouse. And listen to this, ribs, chicken, catfish, and seafood are our specialties. Also canned goods, candy, and lots more. We serve many area schools and restaurants and would love to serve you. That's Impact Wholesale Warehouse next to Love's Travel Center. Call 887-7288.
Welcome back. Watson Cook, Brady Smith with you at the half. The IA Colonels on top of Iowa Academy 42-6. Let's look at some first half numbers. We'll start offensively for the Colonels. 308 in total yardage for Indianola Academy in the first half. 128 through the air, 180 on the ground. Will Davis having his best night so far as a Colonel quarterback, 8 of 9 for 77 yards and 1 touchdown. That went to T.K. Bolden back in the first quarter. Also, Josh Hill, 1 for 4, 51 yards and a touchdown. That also went to T.K. Bolden here right before the half. In the receiving department, Bolden, 4 catches, 73 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also has a touchdown run on the night. Sebastian Harris, 1 catch for 13. Randy Kimball, 1 catch for 7. And Shade Smith, 1 grab for 28. Also, Ben Van Cleve, 2 catches for 7 yards. On the ground, T.K. Bolden, 1 carry, 26 yards and a touchdown. Will Davis, 2 carries for -6 yards. Sebastian Harris, 5 carries, 39 yards and a touchdown. Josh Hill, 1 carry for 10 yards. Wesley Lester, 1 carry, 2 yards and a touchdown. Sherman Tim, 7 carries, 109 yards and a touchdown. The Colonels have been spreading the love here in the first half. Move over to the defensive side. Been a big first half for Jack Dodd. Only 4 total tackles, but he's had about 4 quarterback hurries that I can remember that's had a big effect defensively for the Colonels in the first half. But 4 total tackles for Dodd, 5 total tackles for Wesley Lester, 4 for Stephon Smith. Keep going down the list here. 3 for Gray Odom, 3 also for Seth Travis, and 2 total tackles for Sherman Timms, Ben Van Cleve, Mitchell Pitts, Will Lang, Sebastian Harris, and several Colonels with 1 tackle recorded in the first half. 42-6. You think in the second half, Brady, we're going to see numerous substitutions for Indianola Academy.
Yeah, you're exactly right. We will. You know, Watson, we were sitting here talking earlier about T.K. Bolden and the early nominee for the Lost Pizza Player, the Offensive Player of the Game, and you were naming those stats out just then, and you got one running back, Hardy, with over 100 yards, and yet you're not even talking about him for the nominee for the Offensive Player of the Game. That just shows a true testament at how talented Indianola Academy's offense has been tonight. Wow, they have just been able to move the ball up and down the field tonight. Colonel's just doing a good job. On the offensive side of the ball, you know, the past couple of weeks, the name of the game has been defense. And Indianola Academy tonight showing that, hey, this offense can score at will, too, and just doing a good job. Will Davis really getting comfortable in his own shell tonight and really proving. I've seen him a lot of times in the past just really scrambling and going all over the place, trying to make things happen when he shouldn't. And tonight he's just getting comfortable back there, staying in that pocket, rolling around, rolling out, making nice completions to his receivers, and showing us the quarterback that he can be.
42-6, Colonels in control at the half. We've told you several times throughout the night we're going to have 2 double quick trivia questions. We're going to go ahead and throw the first one out there. If you know the answer, call 662-207-8335. Again, that number to call, 662-207-8335. We'll throw out the other one a little bit later at the half. Our first question, we've talked about the 25-game winning streak for the Colonels here at Legion Field. Marshall Academy was the last team to beat IA here back on September 21st, 2012. We want to know, who did the Colonels beat the following week to start the 25-game winning streak here at Legion Field? Who did the Colonels beat in 2012 here at Legion Field to start their current 25-game home winning streak? If you know the answer, call 662-207-8335. We're going to step aside and take a break. We'll try to get a winner, and we'll be back with IA Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Hi folks, Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you. Whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof, we're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola, or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center, and go Colonels.
We all know that Indianola Electric works on electric motors, but did you know Indianola Electric works on irrigation well motors? Call Chris today to talk about any type of electrical work on your irrigation system. When you need work on your in-gun pivot motor, electrical motors, and generators, there's one place to call, Indianola Electric at 887-3292. Our fully trained professionals are ready to serve you, so call today. With over 34 years serving this area, we want you to be our next satisfied customer. Call Indianola Electric today, 887-3292, Highway 49 North in Indianola.
Magic Mart Pharmacy is a proud supporter of IA Colonel Football. We know it takes hard work and commitment to win football games. Come by and let us work hard to earn your business. Serving Indianola and the Delta area as your hometown pharmacy for 25 years. That's Magic Mart Pharmacy, located on Highway 82 East behind McDonald's, with a drive-through window for your convenience. Magic Mart Pharmacy, where your health is our business. Go Colonels!
The year was 1953. The average wage was $4,000 a year. Gas was 20 cents a gallon, and Dwight D. Eisenhower became president. In that same year, in the land of cotton, the Mississippi Delta, Abrahams was born. Michael and Helen Abraham carry on the proud tradition of offering the finest collection of men and women's clothing for Indianola and all of the Delta. Jeans from Big Star and Silver, mountain khaki shorts and pants, and Polo and Cotton Brothers for men. For the ladies, shoes by OTBT, Barefoot Dream sweaters, and Carly dresses and tunics. And don't forget Patagonia and True Grit in ladies and men's. Proud Colonel Boosters, Abrahams, downtown Indianola.
Welcome back here at the half. The IA Colonels on top of Bio Academy, 42-6. We do have a winner on our first double quick trivia question. We wanted to know, who did the Colonels beat back in 2012 to start their current 25-game home winning streak? The correct answer was Manchester Academy. And congratulations to Will Pitts, our winner tonight. Colonels beat Manchester 40-21 back on September 28th, 2012, and haven't looked back since. They're going for win number 26 in a row here at Legion Field tonight.
And had somebody guess Bio Academy, and that actually would have been pretty cool if that would have worked out that way, but it didn't, and Will Pitts so really pulled a rabbit out of his hat there. I wouldn't have never guessed Manchester in a million years. Obviously, he is either sitting with a program book there or has a very good memory and got it right. The Colonels up 42-6 here at the half over Bio Academy. Congratulations to Will Pitts. We do have one more simple quick trivia question. We'll go ahead and give that out as well while we still got a few minutes here at the half. Of course, the big game in the SEC this week, Ole Miss and Alabama. Ole Miss going for their third consecutive win over the Tide. Bo Wallace got it done 2 years ago for the Rebels. Chad Kelly last year. There's only been one college quarterback who has beaten Nick Saban in back-to-back years. Who is it? That's a tough one.
One college quarterback who has beaten Nick Saban in back-to-back years. Chad Kelly's trying to become the second tomorrow. We want to know who's the only college quarterback to beat Saban in back-to-back years. 662-207-8335 is the number to call. We'll take another break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Some call it low smoke aheadis. Some can't even pronounce it, but everyone agrees that low smoke aheadis has delicious, authentic Mexican food that makes your mouth water. Satisfied customers from all over the Mississippi Delta dine with Juan and his staff every chance they get, and you will too. Low smoke aheadis also has a party room that you can reserve for birthday parties, anniversaries, and just a good time. You won't feel crowded, and the atmosphere is that perfect setting for authentic Mexican food. That's Low Smoke Aheadis Mexican Restaurant, Highway 82 in Indianola.
It's the year's best cheer.
Give us an A.
High school seniors, Give us your A's and you could win one of 10 $1,000 scholarships from Planters Bank. Bring each report card to any Planters location, and every A you bring means another entry in a scholarship drawing. No purchase necessary. Drawing May 1st, 2017. For details, visit planters-bank.com. Time to win. Time to
give us an A.
Member FDIC.
The best kept secret in the Delta is Impact Wholesale Warehouse on Highway 82, Indianola, right next to Love's Travel Center. Having a party? Get all of your party supplies at Impact. Save money on your janitorial supplies by shopping our huge warehouse. And listen to this, ribs, chicken, catfish, and seafood are our specialties. Also canned goods, candy, and lots more. We serve many area schools and restaurants and would love to serve you. That's Impact Wholesale Warehouse next to Love's Travel Center. Call 887-7288.
Better medicine begins with big hearts, and the caring nurses and physicians at South Sunflower County Hospital of Indianola are ready to care for your every need. We surround these professionals with the latest technology, and our compassionate, personalized care gives you that at-home feeling you need when you're not feeling well. South Sunflower County Hospital also offers full therapy services, a swing bed unit, and outpatient services that offer hours that are convenient to you. There's no longer any need to leave home for personalized medical care. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
Pecans are only the beginning of what you'll find at Indianola Pecan House. Stop in for gift items from your favorite universities, great silver and gold jewelry from designers like Ronaldo, gourmet food items, cupcakes, caramel and pound cake, pecan pies, all made fresh daily. And they also create custom gift baskets for any occasion. Come in and sample their most recent flavors of pecans, crunchy praline popcorn and crunchy praline. Serving pecans around the world for over 30 years from 1013 Highway 82 East. Indianola Pecan House, home of the original praline pecan.
We all know that Indianola Electric works on electric motors, but did you know Indianola Electric works on irrigation well motors? Call Chris today to talk about any type of electrical work on your irrigation system. When you need work on your in-gun pivot motor, electrical motors, and generators, there's one place to call, Indianola Electric at 887-3292. Our fully trained professionals are ready to serve you, so call today. With over 34 years serving this area, we want you to be our next satisfied customer. Call Indianola Electric today, 887-3292, Highway 49 North in Indianola.
Accidents do happen, and insurance companies do pay to make it right. But insurance companies don't get to tell you where to take your vehicle for repairs. It's your ride, your call. Make it count. Call Indianola Collision when you want it done right. Stop by 1437 Highway 82 East and let them look it over. Call 887-2000 right away. Call Indianola Collision at 887-2000. Nobody does a better job of making it right. Let the insurance company pay the claim, but you make the call. Indianola Collision.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let State Farm agent Andy Daniels in Indianola help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with Andy Daniels handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too. Because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm agent Andy Daniels in Indianola today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Ready for a John Deere tractor that was built to exceed your toughest expectations? Buy it the Wade way. Get a John Deere 3032E tractor with four-wheel drive for only $135 a month. Backed by a no-cost 6-year powertrain warranty. No chore or task will outmuscle this dependable tractor. Learn more at WadeIncorporated.com. Wade, delivering service, solutions, and success since 1909. Offer ends October 31st, 2016. Subject to approved installment credit with John Deere Financial. Terms, conditions, exclusions, and warranty limitations apply. See dealer for details.
Born and raised in the Delta, we get it. We understand your connection to this land because ours is just as strong. It's not only been our home for 7 generations, but the home of those we care about. We value the natural resources of the Delta and the joy they bring to us. Our goal every day is to nurture and protect those as we continue to provide the best services possible to our customers. We are Gresham Petroleum Company, Indianola, Mississippi. Call 887-2160.
Van Cleve Insurance has always been a proud supporter of the Indianola Academy Colonels. We would like to wish all local teams the best of luck and hope for lots of wins, great sportsmanship, and an injury-free season for all athletes. Here's to another AAA state championship run. That's Van Cleve Insurance, your trusted choice independent agent located on Highway 49 and serving Indianola and Sunflower County since 1932. Go Colonels!
We all know that Indianola Electric works on electric motors, but did you know Indianola Electric works on irrigation well motors? Call Chris today to talk about any type of electrical work on your irrigation system. When you need work on your in-gun pivot motor, electrical motors, and generators, there's one place to call, Indianola Electric at 887-3292. Our fully trained professionals are ready to serve you, so call today. With over 34 years serving this area, we want you to be our next satisfied customer. Call Indianola Electric today, 887-3292, Highway 49 North in Indianola.
Better medicine begins with big hearts, and Indianola Family Medical Group has 7 caring physicians ready to care for you, along with 5 nurse practitioners. There's also a fully staffed lab for those needed tests. You can reach Indianola Family Medical Group by calling 887-2212. If it's after hours, our Delta Primary Clinic has that compassionate care available for you without the wait times of the ER. Delta Primary is open Monday through Wednesday, 6 p.m. till 9 p.m., Saturday from 2 till 10, and Sundays from 2 till 6. Compassionate care, the kind you expect from hometown friends.
Get ready for the woods at Outlaw Sporting Goods in Greenwood. Find stands, attractants, feed, ammunition, rifles, and shotguns. Outlaw is a certified Benelli dealer. Find boots and clothing from Southern Marsh, Cool, and Drake. We have a wall of handguns, archery range, bows by Hoyt, Elite, and Bowtech, crossbows, youth bows, Rage, broadheads, Yeti coolers in every size and color. Duck hunters, we have decoys, shells, and waders. If you need it, Outlaw Sporting Goods has it. When you leave Outlaw Sporting Goods, you just feel better. Outlaw Sporting Goods, Greenwood.
And welcome back. We apologize. Lost contact with the station there momentarily, but we are back and ready to start the third quarter here from Legion Field. Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you. Indianola Academy on top of the Battle Academy Colts 42-6. And we hate you missed it. We didn't realize we were off the air. Brady gave some very Kirk Herbstreit-esque breakdowns of Ole Miss, Alabama, and Mississippi State, LSU. Long story short, give us your winners tomorrow in those 2 games.
LSU and Bama both in close games. I hate it. You're exactly right. We were telling some good stories there, and I was kicking along, and what I had mentioned was being a state of Mississippi fan, you know, over the years, it's just always the ball seemed to bounce not in our favor here, and, you know, back in the late 60s, early 70s, Ole Miss having success. Back in the 40s, Mississippi State having success. But here recently, in the generation you and I have grown up in, we haven't just had that huge success here, and you're just always expected to lose. And like I said earlier, LSU, I think, still ticked off from state playing last year and or 2 years ago down there in Death Valley and coming out with a win. So it's going to be a tough one.
Colonels are set to receive here to start the second half. The Holland brothers, Jim and Charlie, back deep to return for the Colonels. Jim, the senior, wears number 18. Charlie, a sophomore, wears number 81. They are waiting on the kick from Lance Dalton.
Well, that's truly an interesting moment they will definitely remember for the rest of their lives.
Colonels 42, Colts 6. As Dalton approaches the tee, the third quarter is underway. End-over-end kick going to be taken by Jim Holland at the 22. Sets up the return down the left side and going to work just across the 30 before he's taken down. Colonels will have decent field position. 1st and 10 at their own 31.
Well, Watson, while I got a second here, I do have to give a shout-out here to Miss Sherman. I know she's out there listening tonight, and she is listening to her little tank rumble tonight because Sherman Timms has had a heck of a game. He's got those wheels, or those tracks a-churning, I guess you would say. She might not hear him play much in this second half, though, so I hope she's still out there listening to the shout-out that I gave her.
I don't believe she will. We've got a fresh set of Colonels in the game. Daniel Sepulveda in at receiver, along with Charlie Holland. Josh Hill is the Colonel quarterback. Clint Jones is in the backfield at fullback. Day Willis in there at tailback. We'll get the other Colonels for you momentarily. Clint Jones will take the handoff straight ahead. Going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. No gain on the play for Jones. We'll bring up 2nd and 10. Going to try to get some of these linemen for you that are in there. Reed Junkin saw action in the first half. He's back in there along with Logan White. Alex Tannehill also in the game for the Colonels. Hopefully we don't miss anybody. Sheeper Phillips in there at right tackle. He's played quite a bit throughout the night. Logan White is the new Colonel center, by the way. Hill will turn and pitch it on 2nd and 10 to Willis. Makes a couple of men miss. Now bounces to the outside. Tries to pick up a block to the 35 and taken out of bounds at the 37, maybe the 38. A nice, tough run there out of the sophomore, Day Willis. He'll pick up 7. We'll bring up 3rd and 3.
What an exciting young runner he is there. Day Willis doing a good job of running there for the Colonels offense, giving us a 3rd down and manageable play.
3rd and 3, Colonels from their own 38. Clock is running continuously here in the second half. High 42 by 06. Hill under center with Jones and Willis in the backfield. He'll pitch it right side to Willis. And makes the initial defender miss. Couldn't get by the second Colt to get there. That's Taden Burrell, and he will bring Willis down shy of the first down marker. Colonels will have to punt it for the first time tonight.
I also got to get back to my shout-outs here on the Facebook. Tracy Williamson wrote that she's in Houston, Texas, at MD Anderson with her brother, and she's out there listening, and she taught TK in kindergarten, so she's especially proud of him and all the Colonels tonight playing real well, and said that we're sounding pretty good here, so we hope to keep bringing it out there in Houston, Texas for you, Tracy. Glad you're listening in.
How about that? Will Lang back to punt it away, stands at his own 28. It's a high, wobbly kick, going to hit at the Bio 40 and take a Colonel roll to the 35, and that's where the Colts will have it 1st and 10, 8:45 to play in the third. Clock continues to run. Indianola on top, 42-6.
And, of course, Mark Stowers wanted me to give a shout-out to one of his bosses. However, she's a Bio fan, so I'm not going to give her a shout-out there. I will give Mark Stowers a shout-out, though. Glad you're listening in or watching in on Facebook there. Glad for all our fans to be listening in tonight here. And even though the game does seem kind of out of hand now, you folks are always Colonel Blue is always bleeding strong there, and these guys are listening. Maybe there's nothing better to listen to. I don't know, Watson, but hopefully we can keep you entertained for another half.
1st and 10 by O Academy from their own 35. Quarterback cross Crow works out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to either side looking to pass. Lost it deep down the right side. He's got Buford there, caught at the 32, and Buford is going to take it to the end zone. Touchdown by O Academy. They made quick work of the Colonels there. A 65-yard strike from Crow to Buford. And the Colts cut into the Colonel lead, now 42-12 with 7.5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
We've said it. He can always light it up there. And I tell you, Bio Academy definitely has a strong future in this quarterback here in Cross Crow. They're going to have him on their sidelines for 2 more years strong.
Lance Dalton will come on for the extra point. Clock continues to run here in the third. 7 minutes to play. And the extra point from Dalton is up and good. 42-13 after the 65-yard strike from Crow to Buford. We're back in a minute with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Pecans are only the beginning of what you'll find at Indianola Pecan House. Stop in for gift items from your favorite universities, great silver and gold jewelry from designers like Ronaldo, gourmet food items, cupcakes, caramel and pound cake, pecan pies, all made fresh daily. And they also create custom gift baskets for any occasion. Come in and sample their most recent flavors of pecans, crunchy praline popcorn and crunchy praline. Serving pecans around the world for over 30 years from 1013 Highway 82 East. Indianola Pecan House, home of the original praline pecan.
We all know that Indianola Electric works on electric motors, but did you know Indianola Electric works on irrigation well motors? Call Chris today to talk about any type of electrical work on your irrigation system. When you need work on your in-gun pivot motor, electrical motors, and generators, there's one place to call, Indianola Electric at 887-3292. Our fully trained professionals are ready to serve you, so call today. With over 34 years serving this area, we want you to be our next satisfied customer. Call Indianola Electric today, 887-3292, Highway 49 North in Indianola.
Welcome back. Watson Cook, Brady Smith with you. 5:45 to go in the third quarter. Clock continues to run. Colonel is on top of Bio Academy 42-13. Jim Holland and Charlie Holland back to return the kick from Lance Dalton. Jim Holland will take it in at the 24 and Turns it up the left side, gets across the 35 to the 36 before he's taken down. That's where the Colonels will have it 1st and 10 from their own 36.
We're going to have to get Bobby to talk to this Super Talk crew here about updating this high school scoreboard. It says refresh scores here. I keep hitting the refresh button and nothing's getting refreshed. It still has Indianola at 28-0 over Bio right now. Going to have to get on that crew and tell them to tighten up. We got to give our fans out there and listening in Colonel Nation some scores.
We got a timeout on the field. That will stop the clock with 5:03 to play in the third. Colonels on top 42-13, about to have another offensive series. 3 and out on their first drive of the third quarter. They'll get another crack at it here, trying to get several guys some work, see maybe who can help you down the road. Some guys, you never know. You get in these types of games, Brady, where the score gets away from you, and I say away from you, not from the Colonels there in the lead here, but you get a chance to get some guys in there. Somebody may step up and surprise you, make some plays, and maybe earn themselves some relevant playing time in the future.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Well, like I said earlier, Day Willis is really out there performing, and TK Bolden got his hands in on offensive duty all night tonight. Really been getting called upon, done an excellent job there for the Colonels offense as well. So we see that we got more fire and power to go towards.
Josh Hill, the Colonel quarterback, will go under center on 1st and 10 with Jones and Willis in the backfield. Handoff is to Clint Jones. And he's stacked up again with the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Colonels. Look like Bryson Reed leading the charge in there for Bio Academy.
Earlier as well tonight, I was trying to think of another player that we got, but you're exactly right, watching these games like this where you're going to get more and more playing time, more reps from different players here, hitting players other than their own teammates, and that's just a testament there. That's what you want. You need games like this to do certain things like this, but Indianola Academy playing well on the offensive side of the ball and defense tonight.
They give Jones 1 to the 37, 2nd and 9 coming up. Hill looking to pass, throws right side, incomplete through the hands of intended receiver Charlie Holland. That'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Just tough break there for Indianola Academy. Holland ran a nice crisp route there, about a 7-8 yard out, and just could not haul that pass in there. Josh Hill was comfortable in the pocket there, had a little pressure applied to him, just stayed comfortable there in the back pocket and threw that ball out there to Holland. Holland just could not reel her in.
Clock continues to run, 3:08 to play now in the third quarter. Colonels 42, Colts 13, 3rd and 9 for Indianola Academy from their own 37. Ball is on the left hash. Colonels moving left to right. Jones and Sepulveda will split out to the left. Holland and Holland, the receivers to the near side. Hill looking to pass, complete to Jim Holland, goes for the stiff arm. He's going to be taken down at the 45. Ball is stripped. Bio Academy going the other way. Official's going to call Holland down. 8-yard pickup to the 45. We'll bring up 4th and 3.
I got to say, this line judge on this side wasn't even paying attention to number 10 there, as whenever he pulled that ball and tried to carry momentum in his favor, he wasn't watching that at all. Looks like the punting team's going to check in for the second time tonight for the Colonels offense.
So Lang back on the punt. Coming into tonight, Lang had 10 punt attempts, averaging 34.1. The second punt of the night. 2 minutes to go now in the third quarter. High snap back to Lang, going to get it away. It's a spiral kick. Going to hit at the 27, take a long Colonel roll inside the 20 to the 15. What a punt out of Lang, 40 yards on the kick. Colts will take over 1st and 10 from their own 15.
While I do have a second here, I do see that Hank Riddick is listening to the game out there on the radio. And I do have to say, Hank, you've got a grandson that has some moves and skills out here at halftime. Ben Riddick was out here on the sidelines of the track as the cheerleaders were out there just getting the crowd fired up, doing their halftime routine. Ben was on the sidelines showing them what it was all about there, just getting after it. And that's what you like to see, the young fans having a good time here tonight at the ballpark, and definitely made my night for sure.
Ben had it going at the pep rally this afternoon as well, so he got a little pregame in before the live action here tonight. 1st and 10, Bio Academy, under a minute to play now in the third quarter. Crow will keep it for himself, looking for running room around the right side. Day Willis giving chase, and Crow going to be taken out of bounds near the first down marker. We'll see where they spot him out.
Also, Eli Lipsy in there on some coverage for the Colonels defense.
We're going to mark him at the 9-yard pickup. I beg your pardon, mark him at the 24. A 9-yard pickup will bring up 2nd and 1.
This quarter definitely went by very fast, Watson. Definitely changed the pace from the first half there.
Yeah, time for one more play here in the third for the Colts. Crow going to loft it up left side, looking for Maggio, and it's broken up at the last second. Charlie Holland. Some nice coverage downfield, and that will bring the third quarter to a close. Indianola Academy 42, Iowa Academy 13. We're back in a minute with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Accidents do happen, and insurance companies do pay to make it right. But insurance companies don't get to tell you where to take your vehicle for repairs. It's your ride, your call. Make it count. Call Indianola Collision when you want it done right. Stop by 1437 Highway 82 East and let them look it over. Call 887-2000 right away. Call Indianola Collision at 887-2000. Nobody does a better job of making it right. Let the insurance company pay the claim, but you make the call. Indianola Collision.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let State Farm agent Andy Daniels in Indianola help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with Andy Daniels handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too. Because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm agent Andy Daniels in Indianola today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter about to get underway. IA on top of Iowa Academy 42-13. Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you from Legion Field. The Colonels set to make it 26 in a row here at home. 1 quarter left to play. 3rd and 1 coming up for Iowa Academy from their own 24 as they now move left to right. They'll turn, hand it off. Number 23, Bryson Reed. He's got a first down and more. Gets pie man at the 35. Still on his feet to midfield. Finally taken out of bounds. It is Bryson Reed. Day Willis over there to make the stop along with Daniel Sepulveda. I'll mark him into Colonel territory at the 49.
59, Alex Tannehill giving chase there. I do have to go back to the prior play. Sorry, folks, waited so long to do it. That quarter went so fast there. I got a Van Cleve Insurance coverage, proper coverage of the game nominee in Charlie Holland here right on this sideline, on the home sidelines here, with that nice pass break up there at the end of the third quarter for the Colonels defense. Doing a great job tonight.
28-yard gain for Reed. 1st and 10 Colts. The Colonels 48. Ball's on the far hash. Under 11 minutes to play here in the game. Crow going to keep it. Actually, that's Belvedere. He took the direct snap, it appears. He's still on his feet, hopping over defenders. He's going to have a Colt first down. How about that run out of Max Belvedere?
Well, we mentioned earlier, Watson, he was definitely a one-man wrecking show for the Bio Colts here. Very good athlete, and just showing some athleticism there on that one play alone, making several hops there over some players, would-be tacklers for the Colonels, and getting that first down on his own, just pure drive.
Eli Lipsy in there on the stop. Gain is to the 36, 12-yard pickup for the Colts, 1st and 10.
Day Willis checks in the defensive secondary for the Colonels.
1st and 10 Bio from the Colonel 36. Belvedere takes a snap. He'll hand off to Riley Smith around the right side. And he's going to have like another Colt first down inside the 25 to the 22.
Josh Hill in there on the stop for the Colonels, as well as number 57, Logan White, doing a good job for the Colonels. Defensive anchor in front there. Number 70, Reed Junkin, checked into the game here at the defensive end position for the Colonels, as well as that looks like number 56. There is no 56 on my roster. That might be a 58, Tyler Horner. That's who it's going to be for the defense for the Colonels.
First and 10, Bio Academy from the Colonel 22. Clock runs with 9:14 to play in the game. Colonel's on top 42-13, looking to move to 5-0 here at the midway point of the season. Led 42-6 at the half.
Oh, wow.
Riley Smith lost it, or actually that's Belvedere. He lost it left side to a wide open Stanley Buford for the touchdown from 22 yards out. Colts on the board again. They cut the Colonel lead to 42-19.
There was no defensive back over there in coverage that time for the Colonels, and he was wide open there. And the only thing that could happen good for the Colonels there is if the ball got dropped by the receiver there, and did not happen there, and Bio was able to score at ease there.
Lance Dalton on for the extra point. Snap is back, kick is up, low line drive kick, but he got it in there. PAT good. That makes it 42-20. The Colts cutting into the Colonel lead. Not sure there's enough time left. Probably going to see Coach Nestor start to sprinkle in a few, maybe of his first string guys here on this drive. We'll see. Clock continues to run with 8 minutes to play. Colonel's 42, Colts 20.
Well, I'm hoping that he will put back in a few more of his, like you said, your starting players there to get a little bit more excitement back here to finish this game out strong here for the Colonels. And you know, they've done a great job all night tonight. And when the second team gets called in there to make some plays, they are getting in there and getting after it as well. And that's all you can really ask for. When you don't get a lot of time playing out on the field, it is kind of tough to make some of those plays and get that timing down pat there, but Indianola Academy nonetheless is doing an excellent job there on the field tonight. It's showing up on the scoreboard.
The Colonels will get it back with around 7 minutes to play.
See if I can get some updated scores for you.
Lance Dalton will tee it up at the 40. Colonels will send Jim Holland and Charlie Holland back to return. We look at what the Colonels have coming up next week, a North Delta team that we assume is going to come in here 3-2 overall. They're at Lee Academy tonight, a team that's really struggling. North Delta always finds a way to play the Colonels close. It was tight for at least a half, if I remember correctly, last year in baseball. Colonels pulled away late. And Bio Academy, the member of the kickoff team, about 7 yards offsides on the kick, but we're not going to throw a flag here. I don't blame the officials. Short return for Charlie Holland. They'll mark him at the 6. And that's where the Colonels will have it to start this drive.
Fans still out there steadily giving shout-outs on the Facebook feed here, and I definitely like that as everybody's listening in. And I just, all these fans are very excited about Indianola Academy Colonel football right now. And it's football season, it's just in the air. It's that time of year. Harvest is going on. Dove hunting started. College football, professional football. Everything's just kind of kicking on all 8 cylinders. School started back, and everybody likes that, and it's that time of year.
Line of scrimmage will be the 7 for the Colonels. First and 10 from their own 7. 5.5 minutes to play. IA on top of Bio, 42-20. Quarterback Josh Hill will go under center. Fumble snap. Hill going to pick it up and run it out of there. He'll get 4 to the 11. 2nd and 6 coming up.
I see 52, Schieffer Phillips getting downfield. They're doing a good job. That's what Coach Nestor and company, when they're watching the film there on Sunday and Monday, like to see that offensive lineman getting into that secondary and making some good plays, creating some holes for his running backs.
And we've got a timeout on the field. We'll take a break. 5 minutes to play. Colonels on top 42-20. Back in a minute with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Van Cleve Insurance has always been a proud supporter of the Indianola Academy Colonels. We would like to wish all local teams the best of luck and hope for lots of wins, great sportsmanship, and an injury-free season for all athletes. Here's to another AAA state championship run. That's Van Cleve Insurance, your trusted choice independent agent located on Highway 49 and serving Indianola and Sunflower County since 1932. Go Colonels!
We all know that Indianola Electric works on electric motors, but did you know Indianola Electric works on irrigation well motors? Call Chris today to talk about any type of electrical work on your irrigation system. When you need work on your in-gun pivot motor, electrical motors, and generators, there's one place to call, Indianola Electric at 887-3292. Our fully trained professionals are ready to serve you, so call today. With over 34 years serving this area, we want you to be our next satisfied customer. Call Indianola Electric today, 887-3292, Highway 49 North in Indianola.
Welcome back. 2nd and 6 for the Colonels coming out of the timeout from their own 11. Clock continues to run here in the fourth. 3:45 to play. Colonels led this one 42-6 at the break, now 42-20. As Day Willis takes the handoff, tries to bounce it to the right side, now cuts back across the green, and he's going to end up losing yards. They'll mark him down at the 9. 2-yard loss for Willis. Will bring up 3rd and 8.
I think everybody's ready to get home here tonight. These fans are definitely have stayed to the whole, stayed to the fourth quarter, but it's starting to clean up over here on this sideline, trying to get things wrapped up real quick here. It's going to be actually kind of nice and refreshing to get home a little early tonight.
Making only a loss of 1. They put it at the 10, so 3rd and 7 coming up. Hill will go under center with Willis in the backfield. Sepulvedo and Charlie Holland, the receivers, to the near side. And Hill going to pitch it to the near side to Willis. And not going to have the first down. He's going to be brought down at the 15. Gain of 5 on the play. We'll bring up 4th and 2.
Good hard running there by Day. Did a great job of running there, but watching his blocks there, letting them develop, letting the play develop, and getting in there and giving us a 4th down and manageable play. I believe Coach Nestor, though, is going to call for the punt unit to come out.
Yeah, Lang and company will be back out there to punt it away. 2:15 to play. Colonels 42, Colts 20. John Maggio will go back to return the punt for the Colts. Will stand at his own 49. Lang standing at his own 1 to kick it away. Nice high kick out of Lang, going to hit at the 43 and take a Colonel roll into Colt territory. It'll be down to the 47.
Nice punt there.
38-yard punt out of Lang. 1st and 10 Colts from their own 47.
Very nice punt there, and good coverage there by the Colonels special teams unit getting downfield and not allowing Bio Academy's return team to set anything up whatsoever there. And good job by Lang, though, being in the shadows of his own end zone there, those goalposts, and able to make that nice punt there, staying focused.
Colts taking their time, sending the offensive unit out onto the field. Colonels are going to move to 5-0 on the season, 2-0 in District 1 AAA play as we're down to a minute left. Colts will have time to run 1 or 2 plays here as we wind things down from Legion Field. Bio Academy taking their time getting the play set up. Belvedresse will stay in at quarterback. He'll take the snap out of the gun. And confusion, he didn't know whether to pull it or hand it off. It ends up in the hands of Clinton Davis, who is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's like Josh Hill and Cade Policini in there on the tackle. They'll mark it back at the 44, loss of 3. 18 seconds to go. Time for one more play if the Colts choose to run it. They're going to snap it one more time.
I don't know if the official's going to let him snap it.
I don't know if the umpire's going to let him. The umpire stood over the ball. They'll snap it with 1 second to play. Belvedresse running around in the backfield. Thought about tossing it downfield. Now just going to keep it and run. He's going to get to midfield. Clock is at 000, and Belvedresse going to be taken down at the Colonel 49, and that will bring this one to a close. Your final score, 42-20. Colonels get the win over Bio Academy to move to 5-0.
Well, just a good job by Indianola Academy. Colonels on all phases of the game tonight, doing a good job of making the plays often and early and going on putting this game out of reach so that more Colonel players can get that playing time there and do a good job for the Colonels tonight. Wouldn't get called